like you're doing better than I'm doing.
But life is good.
Yeah.
We're doing okay.
Yeah. All right. So who set this? Who set this interview up? Was it Selena?
Yeah, Selena. Yeah.
So tell me. So was she working for you?
Yeah, she was. Selena was one of our employees at the Michigan Squeeze Station.
What's the Michigan Squeeze Station?
Michigan Squeeze Station was a natural juice bar, cold pressed juice bar.
Really?
Yes, sir. Yep. That we own. We used to be located right on the other end of Michigan Avenue, right across Livernois.
What got you?
Not by the tail end.
What? Oh, for real? Okay.
Yep. Right by the
So you can go kill yourself with a burger and then save yourself with some juice.
Yeah.
Rejuvenate yourself after the damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll figure this mic out, man. We know it's gonna be a little difficult, but we
How's it reading? Is it okay or? Yeah, just bump them.
Yeah, we
All right.
yeah, to it. It'll be cool.
So what made you guys want to do the whole juice thing?
Well, right at COVID, when things got kind of bad for us, when we started paying attention to the things we eating and being more healthier.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. That kind of got us more leaning toward the juice thing.
Yeah, we're in the overall wellness period. Even with the cannabis,
Yeah.
we still have a view of what the plant can do on the wellness side. So
What does it do?
it can do amazing things.
It's a healing plant.
Yeah.
But, we kind of also had cannabis was a cross market with the juice bar. So it was like the wellness and the healing potions of the cannabis. So,
We was infusing drinks.
that's what kind of generated that whole thing at that time.
What would have been like? Give me an idea of like what infused drink would be. Like just what a lemon ginger.
Infuse the cucumbers,
Absolutely.
but they're ours.
But we had like just say for instance, you went on the menu and ordered you a Belle Isle, which is a juice that we had with mango peach. And you might want to just infuse it with CBD,
Okay.
things of that nature. You could definitely, and that was part of our healing, man. COVID.
Yeah.
Belle Isle, but the Belle Isle, it was a great way to heal
Yeah.
while you were healing.
And we
It was very tasty.
also infused everything with ginger. So ginger,
Yeah.
lyrical.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
it wasn't tested, but those components together, man, never had COVID.
I mean, isn't it funny?
Never caught it.
Like, it's funny. Like what they told you to do to save yourself from COVID was almost it killed everybody, man. Like they was doing some.
And believe it or not, man, the juice bar thrived at that time because we started marketing to artists.
Yeah.
And artists as a creative, you're gonna come out.
Yeah.
It was hard keeping artists inside.
Yeah.
And so marketing the juices being well
Yeah.
with the infusion of the cannabis. Oh man, it was a beautiful thing.
So is the juice bar still is it still going?
Yes, it's still going, but we just in pop-up phase right now. During finances, we had scaled back, things got kind of expensive, So now
What was that like? Because it was almost like a gold rush with everybody getting money from COVID. You guys were able to do pretty well, and then did it stop, or what ended up happening?
Well, we did pretty well up until, finances got pretty tight because after COVID, prices was up.
Went crazy.
Right. It was hard getting employment. Things of that nature.
Yeah.
So again, just prices in produce, prices in labor, people went to feeling like, hey, I deserve 30 an hour. It was just a lot. So we just decided to scale back, man.
Yeah. How many people did you have working for you guys at your height?
Well, at that time, it was 5 employees, I believe we had at that time, 3, including, the partners.
Did they switch up? People started asking for more money after?
Oh, absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. The value went up, individuals, how they felt. Government was passing out all that free money sitting at home, man. Yeah. So it took a lot, even to this day.
I always said it was really out cold the way that they structured that in such a dirty way where you have to pay taxes and then your tax money makes you have to compete with the government to hire motherfuckers, man.
Listen,
like
man.
it was.
Listen,
That
man.
was so
they,
dirty,
the
man.
vicious game, man. That's
You-
the code.
You
Yeah.
get to pay for you get to pay for your own fucking competition.
yes.
Like, oh,
And have to pay for the competition.
yeah, man.
That's it.
It's like paying to lose.
Yeah.
Your own demise,
Yeah,
right?
bro. Yeah.
It's like paying to lose.
Yeah, man. It was and it's still to this day, like nobody opens late anymore because nobody wants to work.
Mhm. Yeah.
That's
So
why
a
you
lot
see
of things
older-
change.
That's why you see a lot of older people,
Yeah.
are in the spots where you used to see the younger people,
Yeah.
like at McDonald's, things of that. You see older people in there smashing the jobs out
Yeah.
because they're not there no more. But even a lot of the older people aren't even. People just like, hey,
The labor force
yeah,
now
it's
is
just not as
so
good
that's
as it
why,
was. It's,
you know, we feel it was better just now to pop up to where the money is,
Yeah.
offer our products, face to face,
Yeah. Yeah.
and just.
So where would you pop up now? Would you pop up at a dispensary or do you pop up more like in Birmingham or something like that?
we can pop up here.
Yeah.
We could pop up wherever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dispensary would be, the thing to do. We've been doing a lot of like community events at
Yeah.
different venues throughout the community.
Yeah.
We do a lot of events like at urban gardens and things of that nature,
Okay.
where we be promoting fresh and wellness straight.
So
from
what's an
farm to
urban
table.
garden?
Well, community gardens.
Okay,
We
yeah.
got community spaces gardens in the communities now throughout the neighborhoods, and they do outside events throughout the summer.
Yeah.
So we connect it like that. Yeah,
That's awesome.
absolutely.
That's awesome. It's I remember like working at the Ohm Cafe way back in the day, and you see cats from Detroit come in. It was on Woodward on 9 Mile,
Okay.
and cats from Detroit would come in and eat there, and then little pockets of health food joints would try to open in on like 7 Mile and stuff, and just wouldn't go.
Yeah.
So it's cool to see like it finally like the traction is coming and coming and coming.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's a new a new chapter in health, man. It's good to see.
People are definitely more concerned about their health. Like
Yeah.
people want to try to do something, but they want to do it a natural way. All of these drugs and stuff that happen. We really can put it back since COVID. Like it's so much that went on. People freaking out, so they want to go with the natural way.
I don't trust the fucking. I don't know what to trust anymore, man. Like all I know is it's this thing. I think they're talking about in a book where it's like I don't believe anything I see, but I'll be willing to believe anything. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, oh man,
Definitely, man. We at a state now where we just gotta unlearn and relearn,
bro.
and that's one of the things.
Yeah.
Connecting to just being about caring about your wellness.
Yeah.
However, you might heal through whatever medicine you might decide to consume.
Yeah.
But this is the reason why, we came with the juice bar and connecting it to the gardens where
Right.
you know who growing your medicines.
Yeah.
And, again, and that's like number one of being well, man.
You ever heard of goy slop?
Boy slop. What is that?
That's
What
the
is
new one.
boy slop?
Voice lock.
It's what the upper class people feed everybody else, and whether that's shitty music
It sound
or
like slop.
yeah, it's
Hog slop.
Yes,
That's what it sounds like. Boy slop.
yes, it's
Looking like chitlins. or
Yeah.
well, it's basically
It sound like hog head cheese.
yeah,
something.
bro.
Oh, that's crucial.
Seed oils and
Yeah.
drugs
Yeah.
and that's kind of like I remember I went out to a restaurant and I haven't ate out in a long time, and I haven't like the shit they served me, man. I thought it was like they hated me, bro.
Absolutely.
Like it was like they wanted to fight.
Man, listen. Yeah. I try
You
to
say, hey,
fall
what you
back.
don't like me or something?
Yeah,
It'd be
man.
bad service at a high cost, man. We
Yeah.
paying for a service that's
Yep.
shitty,
Yep.
a food that's shitty.
Yep, poison.
At a high, it ain't making no sense no more.
They got Cisco and I think Gordon Foods.
Yeah.
So most people are getting all their foods from these two sources,
Yeah.
and they got the food scientists have it where they know just how to turn it up. They
Everything is
perfect amount of sugar.
dialed in, man.
Well,
Definitely.
Well, speaking of what you're speaking about,
Yeah.
that's where the agriculture comes in at our end of things.
Yeah.
We try to keep things more on the natural wellness side of things.
Also
Exactly what you're saying. He just fueled. He just fueled the fire.
You
Didn't
well, you
Thank you.
definitely just fueled
Yeah,
the fire.
yeah, you
because,
opened it up.
We also connected to an agriculture program
Yeah,
where we're gonna be farming 6 acres of land on the east side of Detroit.
I love hearing that,
You know,
man.
organic farm.
I love
It's called
hearing that.
Pingree Farm.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
You're familiar
also-
with Pingree Farm?
No, I'm not familiar with anything, but
Fucking yeah, you are.
No, he had his medicine.
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
No, but Pingree Farm is organic farm on the east side of Detroit. They've been around maybe for 30, 50 years, somewhere around
a long
in there.
time.
But,
so you guys are gonna do some stuff with them.
yeah, we're gonna be doing some programming over there with those guys, with the youth. Also collaborating with the juice bar.
Yep.
Because again, we want all of our produce to be locally sourced.
Yep.
And
As it
best
should be.
as it can be.
Yeah.
Have you I got some lettuce from Costco
Okay.
and I forgot about it. Yo, bro, that shit was good for a month, man. Like I went back. I don't know what the fuck they're putting.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're putting
Listen,
fish scale in it or what.
listen.
Like I don't know what the fuck they put.
Something.
I had some
Yo.
bread, man, that sat around for probably, man, I'm telling you, I don't want to exaggerate, but this shit wouldn't mold.
Yeah.
And I couldn't understand why not. But
Yeah.
again,
If
you
you
already know, man. I don't want to, get to going down that rabbit hole.
but that's why we got to
It's
go to
not good,
organic. Because
man.
if it won't die, you shouldn't eat it.
That's right. Definitely.
How do we solve the problem? That's the issue, right? And that's part of why we look at things the way we do as far as growing our own food,
Yeah.
natural parts. You know, even with the cannabis, we like to keep things natural. You know, we don't want to put nothing in any product that we have.
Yeah.
It's not going to help you or anybody who consumes it, whether it's an apple, a cucumber, or some nice flour, or
Right.
you know, whatever else it may be. So we're definitely on the wellness flow of things. It's just the way to go.
Yeah.
That's it.
Especially at this age, man. You know,
Just
we done
what it
came
goes.
through the worst. You know?
Yeah.
I got more years behind me than I
Yeah.
do in front of me. Right?
Yeah, man.
So,
Yeah.
And they say you got to do good before we start doing well.
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah.
That's the new Detroit shit, man. That's this new gangster
Yeah.
shit we on.
Well, I hope so, man. I like it. I think
gangster wellness.
Yeah, we on some gangster wellness shit now, man.
I know it's funny, right? It's like it's the old shit. All it did was just ruin things, man.
That's it,
Like it's
man.
like, oh yeah, okay, yeah. Like all it did is just kill each other, man. So if I mean, end result,
That's the new movement. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, being well.
it's like, yeah, man. All right, you made a lot of money poisoning people.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. If you made dough, you broke that bitch. Like that's your auntie, man. That's
been
that,
through all of that, man.
yeah.
You know
So it's
what I'm
like to
saying?
turn this to go this away.
Absolutely. And that's definitely part of the motivation, man.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we done been there, done that, you know, did 8.5 years prison time.
Yeah.
Actually, when I came home, 2018, 19 is right when we started.
So hold up, you
juice bar.
went away in 2010 and came back to fucking COVID. You had a year out,
Came
and then
back to fucking COVID, man. With a plan, though.
so let me
you
ask
know.
you this: how was being fresh out? How did the COVID lockdown? Did you see any similarities in between COVID lockdown and jail?
So, you know, it was easy for me to adapt.
Yeah,
You know, I was just coming out of a cage.
right.
So, you know, again, coming out of a cage and being creative also.
Yeah,
So, man, you know, it was a plus for me.
yeah,
You know, it was easy for me to adapt. You know, it was easy for me to coach my family to
Right.
adapting. Cause like, hey, man, let's just be creative.
right,
Let's not focus on what the problem is.
right.
Let's figure out how can we do well in this space together.
Yeah. Solve the
And,
problem.
yeah, see,
Yeah,
this is
move
how
forward.
these things came, like the Michigan Squeeze Station. And,
Wow.
you know, it was that time, man.
I mean that's like the upside. There's an upside to everything, right? Because Because I was having an existential crisis, man. Like I was having a fucking problem.
Yeah.
Like,
Yo,
Yeah.
I already know.
like
I
hold
know.
on, wait.
Hold on, I can't
not
leave.
to
You-
laugh,
No,
because a lot
yo.
of people, man, lost
Yeah.
their lives. You
It-
know, marriages. Brother, you know,
It was-
I ain't trying to pat myself, but we thrive, man, as a family. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
It wasn't easy.
No.
But you know,
Praise
I
God,
just
man.
you know
Like,
knew
that's how
how
it
to
is.
come up with some solutions.
Yeah.
You know,
Definitely made it through. less.
Yeah,
That's all it is.
yeah. At the time, my partner was in Florida at the time, so we did a lot of communicating.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, it was COVID. You know, it was bad, but it was definitely plus sides.
It was different. I tell you that. It was like, I remember down in Florida, man. We was close to Disney, so I used to be on my golf cart down there. Man, it was like one of them old movies, like Dawn of the Dead.
Right.
And
look, but he also was tripping out too. I'm gonna tell you.
we riding. Oh no, I was tripping a little bit. I riding around, but it was just like a movie.
Yeah.
And I remember these types of movies when I was coming up,
Yeah.
and now they actually come into life. I'm like,
See.
whoa, like this getting real, you know. So I was like, you know, I freaked out a little bit, you know.
What does that entail?
Just stay away.
Calling me every day, tripping out, sitting by the fucking swimming pool. You know,
Couldn't go nowhere.
no people.
Yo, I don't like bro. Like I'd done so many drugs and so many things to kill myself that like the idea of dying really didn't bother me. I just didn't like the idea of not being able to do shit.
Yeah, that cage, man, in that cage. Yeah, man.
And people volunteering for it. That's the shit that fucked me up.
Yeah.
Like,
Crazy. I want to go. I want to go. Like
I was like, yo, man.
that shit was.
I had family members telling on each other on Facebook, man. I don't talk to them no more. Like they were snitching on. They were like, oh, he was outside. Like that was
Shit got
weird.
real
man.
crazy, didn't it?
Yeah,
That shit got real weird. Like,
yeah, man. I was in LA
Tell
for it. Yeah,
oh yeah. Oh man.
You was in
no.
LA?
Oh, I
was
didn't
in
know
LA
that
for
was
it.
crazy, damn.
it'd be
It was
like
different.
one day you could wear a mask, another day you couldn't wear a mask. Like nothing made sense,
At all.
and everybody would just do whatever they were told. I don't know, man.
Everybody back wearing masks now in LA, even more. I just was on,
Really?
like, oh, yeah. I mean, if you look around, just start looking around, leave a little bit more. Even here,
Yeah.
you start seeing more people with masks. You be no, you really have to be
Still COVID,
cautious.
still COVID
oh, it's
struck.
out here.
You
It's
feel me?
just
still
now.
under the trauma
It is.
of COVID.
It's
What do you
still
think?
happening.
What do you think COVID came from?
Oh, it's been around for years. All you got to
Man,
do
he
is
could probably tell you better.
you
than
can look on the back of aerosol cans.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
We're talking, man, before the 60s.
yeah,
me.
yeah,
COVID ain't new. It's not new.
yeah.
Like, for real, it's just
They just decided to implement it. Now is the
when,
time.
when it got out of when
Now
it got
is
out
the
of
time.
control. When it got out of control, obviously it may have had some type of boost. You know, it might have had a little push along. You know, but I can't say that. But I'm saying what happened.
I think
but,
they did it.
Well, you know, if we just really think about it,
Yeah, I think they
it's
did
been
it.
around.
Yeah,
How has it been around for years, and then all of a sudden it just goes to a mass epidemic type thing, and it just kills and
So
kills?
many-
How can
so
something
many-
fuel
so
itself to
many.
do that, right? So we got to just
Yeah.
look at these things and sort of keep all of these things in our brain. But it's been
in
around.
a certain
Yeah, so-
perspective to make it make sense to us.
So like even now, if you out eating and people, I mean, like everybody.
The trauma.
Oh,
The trauma of COVID, man. We all got it, man. You know?
people are terrified.
that's kind of what, and you lose IQ points when you're scared, man.
Yep.
Scatterbrained.
Cognitive
Yeah.
thinking goes
Yeah.
out the window.
or when
Yeah.
you're pissed too, like when you're
Yeah,
mad.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Really, when you're mad.
Yeah.
You know how many times I left something in a cab in New York because I was
man.
pissed off at the cab driver, and it was like, yeah, I ended up playing myself.
Man, getting the fuck
Yeah,
because you cost
your
them so
brain.
much.
Yep, I'm over here in fight mode, and I needed to.
And
get
them
your
people
crap.
know right how to keep us, you feel me, and that's
Yes, constant agitation, constant.
part of the fucking plan.
Well, that's why we have to learn how to control,
Yeah,
our brains in a different type of way.
yeah.
See, that's another thing. We're also on wellness of the mind. We believe in that.
yeah.
See, not only do we want the whole body to be like that, we want the brain to come along with that. So we are very, very,
Back to it.
yeah, we're getting back to things, but we're very open to mental illness.
What are some of the what are some of the techniques that you would employ for like mind wellness?
We're just talking like this to
Yeah.
each other, talking
Being
to a
each other
person.
therapists.
Yeah, we know people that are our age, people that may look up to us. Just
Yeah.
general conversation that's positive,
Mm.
steering somebody in the right way. When they come to Mr. Brown or Mr. Graham, it's all about positivity with us. See, we moving in a good way. The way that we move,
Yeah.
only the universe can feel what we doing, because what we doing come from the universe.
Okay.
The universe come from God.
Okay.
I need to say, I
Yeah.
say less
So
on
you
that.
got to say.
I say less on that. I ain't even,
No,
ain't
praise
even gotta
God,
say
bro.
that,
Man,
No,
yeah, all
praise
praise
God.
to God,
Most
Most High,
High.
man.
So,
Just connecting to that source.
Yeah.
Less
That part.
media.
that part.
More hands in soil.
Yes.
Yeah.
Being connected in that nature.
Let's talk about the farming. All right.
Well, we also have an organization called Enigma Nonprofit. So we do a lot of community work with the youth,
Okay.
mentoring through that service. Through Enigma, we also as community health workers. So we bring a lot of resources to the community,
Okay.
through food, housing, things of these natures that we have resources on.
So are you guys gardening yourself too?
Yes, absolutely.
So what is that like? Is there any life lessons that you took from, just gardening or growing something?
Well, growing up, I got country parents, so I always had a garden in the backyard.
That's right.
And from time to time, we might be picking tomatoes, we might be picking cannabis. These just how we grew up.
Yeah.
So, the same thing implies today. So we just do it through wellness and
Yeah.
through health.
Yeah. I had experience with farming myself when I was little. My grandfather, he was down in Xenia, Ohio. He had a couple acres that he had some corn and stuff.
Yeah.
So I had fun. It was more like I was playing out there with him,
Right.
but it was actually an experience for me to say, "Oh wow," just to put your hands in the dirt, move
Right.
around. See, what's wrong is these new generations. They don't know nothing about. We know about hands-on getting dirty. All they do is just pull up devices.
Yeah.
They pull up devices.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know nothing about hands-on. If we just wipe out the whole world and take all the devices, they stuck like Chuck. Us, we used to know how to do things with our hands.
Yeah.
And when I used to be up in that garden playing around, I used to like it.
Yeah.
Now, these children need to know that, but unfortunately, it has turned from a game to life-sustaining skills to make things better for themselves. Do I need to say more? So it's very, very important for that. That's why, really tell you the truth, the agriculture program that we're behind really is the most important part of what
And
we
that's
do.
the part where
Yeah, I agree.
we're good to be well.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. I think the further I'm not the first person to say this, but the further you get away from like getting your food, the dumber you are. And like if you look at like people that they're not dealing with getting their food, their ideas are fucking out of control. They're real fanciful because if a farmer's idea don't work, he doesn't get his crop. You get rooted in all your stuff.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's like being firmly planted.
Yes, that's your connection to
Yeah.
the main source.
Yeah.
You feel me? It's always been food. Yeah, it's always been food.
Yes.
Again, just being able to implement these things in today's time with the kids going through what they're going through, with what we're going through as a people, mentally, spiritually, and physically.
You guys are
It's
young.
such a time to implement.
You're young, but you might remember layaway.
Oh, definitely.
That's really, you don't see that anymore. In layaway was you would go pay on something that you want and then you get it out in a month or two. We didn't even do that.
That's how our parents used to do. Yeah,
We didn't even.
Jonathan Southfield at the Kmart.
Yeah. Kingsway.
Kingsway. Shopper's World.
So they don't have that anymore, right? And so now it's I want that thing.
They do got it. They just do it for rims, jewelries. They not doing it for the necessities no more. You feel me?
Yeah, I guess you're right. No, I guess you're
They
right.
doing it for the foolish.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even in the day to day, you see a lot of people leaning on credit or getting shit that they don't have. Like, I guess what it is in farming, you have to put in the work to get the fruit. Credit, you don't. That's no longer. You get the fruit and then you put in the work afterwards.
Fruits of your labor.
And then,
Yeah.
right, that's being that slave. See, That's
Yes.
slaving yourself to it,
Yes.
right? And that's being so fucking difficult to change.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It's
To get them to put the seed. First, we got to amend the soil, right?
Yep.
Then we got to plant the seed.
Yep.
Then you got to water the seed, right? Then you got to tend to it, and then you reap the. Man, it's a difficult process, but man, that's our day to day.
It's steps, right?
But you got to look at the reward that comes after it.
Yeah.
You know how a child, a human being, anybody, you know how you feel to eat what you grew?
Yeah. Go out there and pick it.
Let me just rock. Oh, you need an onion?
Yeah.
Hold on.
That
Yep.
man, the gratification in that shit,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, hold on. Let me run out. Let me run out and get some fresh basil.
Fucking
Yeah.
amazing.
Go get some
Yeah.
basil. Oh, okay. Yeah, you just don't worry about it. We got it in the bag. Yeah, that part.
The food even tastes better because it's like it tastes better from the ground, man. It just does. Your cooking gets better.
Everything. Flavors.
Yeah.
You using less seasonings.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You ain't
Yeah.
gotta add so many seasonings to it. It's just coming, man.
When was the last time you went to the store and actually tasted a tomato that tasted like a tomato? You know, it's been a minute. Especially,
It's been a minute. Definitely.
Yeah.
well, the other thing too is like we've gotten so spoiled where we want something. You used to get stuff seasonally, right? You would get something this like Christmas time. You got oranges. I don't know why, but like citrus came around in Christmas, right? It's like now you can have everything all the time whenever you want, and we'll ship it in from here. We'll ship it in from there.
Go figure, man.
You know, oranges have changed over the years. Down in Florida, man, oranges are scarce. The crops are not the same when it comes to oranges. So, you know, we got a lot of stuff that's going on with the way that crops are being grown. And as we go further, AI gets further and further implemented within what we're doing. And the things are
AI in
changed.
farming. You're seeing
It's
that.
already implemented. But when we get to the complete, where it's there,
Yeah.
the forefront of it,
Yep.
you know, it's going to change things. But it's a good, realistic experience when you're planting your own food because it's just real. I think everybody should at least experience it, even if you're just growing a plant.
Yeah, man.
Like even with my kids, you know, as they were growing up, I used to always get them a plant.
Something,
About 8, 9.
something to take care of it.
Yeah, get them a little plant and they
Yeah.
take care of their little plant and do all that. Always did
The
that.
benefits of
Yeah, so you know we believe in that.
satisfaction of that.
Yeah, let's grow it and eat it. In our case, we can grow it and smoke it too.
Absolutely.
I really like growing and smoking.
Yeah.
I do.
What are you growing anything right now?
Want me to show you?
Yeah, sure.
Mm.
Show
So
you?
you want me to show
Show
you?
you my vitamins?
You couldn't wait to show it. You couldn't wait to show him. Look.
That's my vitamins. That's my personal vitamin pack.
What's your personal vitamin pack?
This is just grass it off the spice, right? This is what I chose.
Let me smell
That's
that.
what I chose to
Let
smoke.
me smell that.
I didn't
Oh,
even look.
gotta
I just
smell
grabbed
that.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just
Bubble bum drop.
With the AI, man, that's nice. It's beautiful.
So you know what to go.
Well, yeah.
Say, dang, now you didn't turn left.
No, it's loud. It's very.
It's all part of wellness, though, man.
Yeah.
You know, again, knowing your grower, right? Knowing again, what
Yeah,
you're
man.
eating, smoking, whatever you consuming, man. And we
There,
like to grow our own wellness. We like to smoke, you know, for our own reasons.
there was certain groups of people that was doing some wild shit to the weed a few years back, man. Some real crazy stuff, man, to keep them to get more bang for their buck out of the tree. So I think it's important. I think it's important to be able to know what's going on. You're talking about the AI stuff, right? And I think I think that you're gonna have people going two different ways. Some people are gonna go with the system, and that's AI fruit, and that's going to Costco, and that's doing all that other shit. And then there's gonna be people that shrink. Because you're not going to be able to change the system. You're going to have to go
In some way.
neighborhoods to neighborhood, family, man, woman, family, community, blah blah blah, out like that. And that's what kind of what you guys are implementing is going to be. That's the future,
yeah.
Absolutely.
and it's going to be two different groups of people,
And that's what,
and they'll be happy they'll be happy with their slop, and you'll be happy with your stuff, and we'll all
Holistic, organic,
Yeah.
yeah,
you know, doing good to be well.
yes,
It would definitely will be two sides of happiness.
yeah,
They'll be happy over here eating the slop, and they'll be happy over here eating the good stuff.
yeah,
You know, I like when we talk about farming
yeah,
and all of this stuff, you know, it brings me to mind. I think about the Amish people.
yeah,
I like how the Amish people get down.
bro,
They get down
yeah, yeah,
all the way.
Yeah.
All the way.
From family man, the ethics of their family, you
Yeah.
already know. From the way they eat, the way
Yep.
they grow, the
Yep.
way that they just go with life.
I'm right there with you, bro.
Thumbs up.
Yeah,
And when we are farming and doing stuff like that, we're doing nothing but what people were taught to do.
Naturally do.
What about
Yeah.
back in the day when this was the only way we could eat?
yeah,
And then all of this new stuff gets involved. So now we have new type of genetics, the wrong type,
yeah,
and we're making these different type of tomatoes that
yeah,
might not even taste like the tomato no more. You'd be like, well, what is it? A cucumber? You know, all of this stuff, it's just being enhanced. And see, that's the problem with all that. When you keep stuff natural and let the wellness speak for it, you know, because that's the whole purpose of it. We're staying natural. You know, if I have a cucumber that's supposed to make you feel better, but it got pesticides on it, what are we doing
What
here?
are we doing here?
What is this?
yeah,
Might as well eat the
You might as well go to McDonald's.
yeah. I mean,
Get a triple cheeseburger.
at least you know that you're poisoning yourself. That's the worst. It's like when you think you're trying to do good, and it's just like, oh man.
Going the opposite direction, man.
That I was just learning about that thing. Kind of the Industrial Revolution really pushed people away from the farms into the cities, and that was like that was one of the early steps getting us all
Making
in
us more-
line.
and making us more of a consumer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Making us more have to work for that damn dollar, man.
Well,
You know?
it's you know who
And they
likes
made it
consumers?
easy. Yeah, I do.
The merchant class.
Absolutely.
The merchants really
Yeah.
like consumers, man.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And guess what these worlds was built on? Merchants,
Yeah. Well.
you know,
Yeah.
and consumers.
Yeah.
You know, meeting at the shores, right?
Export-
Trading.
Export
Yeah.
and trading.
Yeah.
That's what, hey, so hey.
Yeah.
Still trading to the day.
yeah.
Right now,
Look what's going right. Look at
Yeah, man.
what's happening right now, man.
Yeah, those
Right,
merchants, man. You just gotta. The other thing I know about a merchant is a salesman will tell you fucking anything to get the sale, man.
Definitely. Definitely.
They're a split tongue group of people that just kind of they'll tell you what you want to hear as long as they just want they want the
They
bag.
want that damn dollar, man.
Yeah.
Once that dollar on the other end of it, they gonna tell you that pesticide-filled cucumber
Yeah.
is the best fucking thing you can have for you and your family.
Yeah.
That's what they gonna tell you.
It's waxed like that for a reason, man. Like,
Yeah, it's that shiny. It's just from the earth that way. Huh? They got silicone on stuff, man. All kinds.
You know, you wonder how that fruit and vegetables stay so shiny in the grocery market. It's just, man,
yeah, I even learned about like
the coloring in the
Yeah.
damn fruit now, why it's so bright.
yeah, that shit's glistening, bro.
Man, that
Yeah.
that shit. Oh,
I'm further north, man, and what we set up there, what I got to move into is they got all these little people they grow all their little farms, and then they have their own little farm stands where you can go and buy they got a box, you put money in, you grab your tomatoes. And that's what I did all last year, man. And let me tell you, it was another thing we haven't talked about is love and energy and all that, right?
man.
So you have somebody that actually gives a fuck
oh man.
Yeah.
gardening, and then I'm buying their love. I'm buying their energy.
They energy.
It's coming through you.
Bro, it's awesome. It was
Crazy
so
you
good.
say that, man. You
Yeah.
just made me remember back to the juice bar, the squeeze station.
Yeah.
Every one of our ingredients was love implemented. So when you would be reading it, it'd say pineapple, orange,
Yeah.
ginger, love. You know, it used to just
Yeah.
be a conversation, man. Everybody be like, so what is love? Like, it's what we
Yeah.
doing right now.
Yeah, man.
And then it just used to blow their mind, man. So, you know, those was the things, you know, that we implement in who we are and how we deal, you know, and again, you know.
It's funny, right? Because it's like I go to a restaurant now, or you're like there's certain I don't even want to go to fast food sometimes because I just don't. I don't want that energy. I don't want somebody
Ain't
pissed
no-
off,
ain't no-
looking at the
yeah.
clock,
You eating the
fucking
food, they touch
yeah,
and all that
cusses. Like I don't want that, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you're gonna eat that. Like you're
right.
eating that,
You're
man.
bringing it in, huh?
Yeah, man.
And those are things that just definitely, after knowing it's poison,
Yeah.
but the service, you know. So again, you double paying. You paying with your fucking finances and your damn health
Yep.
for some garbage.
Yep.
That ain't making no sense. So you know, once you start learning these things or realizing them, because they don't need to be learned, it's already there if you just fucking open your eyes, man.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Hey man, I've been getting real good at turning around and walking out though. Like, hey, oh man, I forgot. I forgot I don't fuck with y'all. And then I walk around like, oh.
Everything's that decision, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a choice.
It is, you know.
And we want to make them choices look cool.
Yeah.
So that's something else, you know. We try. That's why I say we the new Detroit. Hey, you feel me? We gotta look cool, make it cool. Because kids need to follow it.
Yeah,
you know,
well,
instead of
cool.
you know, we want you to know being healthy, making better health decisions.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Growing a damn tomato. It's cool, man.
Yeah, I mean, I drank a lot of shitty alcohol because it had a song attached to it, or a certain artist was telling me to do that. Cuba had me drinking a fucking formaldehyde, bro. Like, I'm like, yo, man.
So imagine we get a dope rapper to rap about how cool it is, and let's do that for. Matter of fact, we might need some investors, man. We're gonna talk about some investors for that.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna get us a dope rapper we could put some money behind and rap about being cool,
man,
and being well, right, and growing your own food.
A dope rapper wouldn't ask you for no money to do this shit. Like, fuck him if he want. Like fuck that dope rapper if he's trying to get paid to
make it
to make music for the kids. Fuck him, man. Because that's the next, right? This is what I don't. I look around at people my age. I don't know if we can be saved. Like we're far gone, but I got a kid on the way, and she's not going into debt. I'm not sending her to no fucking college. I'm not giving her a screen. It's like that's the next. We learned, but if we keep doing it to our kids, that's on us, bro.
What the fuck would that make us, man? I tell all the homies all the time, right? Like we are them people that everybody looking up to. Like we got to be the example, right? To do better, because we got to do good to do well. So if we don't start changing it and making it make sense, then our grandbabies and our babies are doing the same thing.
I was embarrassed that, like, as Gen X, I thought we were the ones that, like, we didn't buy the bullshit. We was, oh man, they were rap and hip hop and punk rock. But then when shit got squeezed, like everybody started tap dancing and doing just like, I was like,
the script,
dog, and their kids, like the Gen X kids are fucking assholes just like everybody else's kids. And it's like, okay, we got to stop this now. Clearly we fucked up.
Clearly. It's right there. The proof is in the damn pudding.
I know. Yeah.
The proof is in the pudding.
Yeah, it's like,
and the pudding is right there.
I pudding is bitch made. We got some bitch made ass pudding. So it's like we have to go this way.
Yeah. It's there.
Yeah. So, but it's like we learn. Then we move forward.
Yeah, we do. You live and you learn.
Yeah.
Well,
truly.
At least some of us do.
Yeah.
Some of us don't. But hey, it's all about positivity.
So what's
peace, love, and happiness.
What are the next steps for you guys?
Agriculture now going into growing season.
Yeah.
We are in the greenhouses with the vegetables.
Yeah.
Every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday morning. So we're in the greenhouses right now, just getting ready to come out once we get some consistent weather. Mm-hmm. And again, getting prepared with that stand, because that's how we fundraise. That's how we put things back into the community.
Yeah.
So, man, agriculture is where it's at right now for us as an organization and as business, man.
Where can people find if they want to participate?
Right now, you can find, we have website, enigmanonprofit.com.
Okay.
We also on all social media platforms at Enigma Nonprofit. Yeah, that's where we at right now. We popping up in the village, Avalon Village. I don't know if guys are familiar. But Avalon Village is a nonprofit organization that's in Highland Park, Michigan. Just a community where you got a lot of youth programming going on.
Yeah.
So every Saturday we over in the village popping up, feeding the community through a food program we also have with Garden Harvest.
You guys are busy.
Yes, sir. Oh yeah, doing the work. Somebody got to do it, man. So kind of our initiative is kind of we push is like boots on the ground because again things is only not getting done because we don't want to do them.
Yeah,
Yeah. We come from a background of helping feed the homeless and all of that. Even when my partner was gone, we was out here feeding the homeless, his wife, my wife, and our organization. So we've always been in this frame of mind. So it's natural for us to do this. So when we're helping the less fortunate, giving food away and all that, picking up donations, that's just a part of everyday life for us, and wellness is a part of that too.
Yeah.
It just all flow together with us. It's just a way of life. Love, peace, and happiness, and we're gonna add wellness with that. That's what we own. And if everybody ain't on it, they need to get on it. For real. Or they gonna get left behind.
And that's the new dope we pushing. Wellness.
That's nice to see, man.
That's the new dope.
It's
They better catch it before they get got.
Yeah, they better catch it, man. Hey, look, leave the fentanyl alone, leave all the PGRs alone, and get with this new dope.
Come get on it.
Fellas, I appreciate it. Is there anything I should have asked you? Did I miss any questions?
We enjoyed it.
Yeah, we was coming to hang out, man. We didn't really know what to expect, but it was dope hanging out with you.
Yeah, I want to thank you guys. Congratulations on your child that's on the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, man, we really enjoyed ourselves. We hopefully we can come back and visit you guys again,
and maybe get on here and do some advertising.
Collaborate.
Oh, we definitely
doing it right now.
Yeah, we definitely also got man, I forgot about this one. You right?
Go on.
We have our cannabis event licensing. So we working on an event called Urban Cooking, food and wellness.
And we got some really good cooks.
So we definitely has love to had a conversation about that. We ain't crossed all the T's and dotted the I's yet.
Yeah,
but that's something we working on, man.
Yeah, we in the think tank on that, but it's there. We it's not something that we're just thinking about. We physically have actually, done it. It's just we're trying to bring it to the forefront. To represent us better.
We did micro.
Yeah.
Going on a larger scale now.
Yeah, and it's like I had a buddy that was doing that, and it's like even just getting the measurements right, getting the doses right.
Oh yeah.
If everything has a little bit of it,
hey, everybody sleep, right?
Yeah, exactly.
See, but it ain't just only about infusing the food, right? It's just about having the option, there. So the food is just more the forefront of it. Cannabis is the back end. So, what we providing is good wellness food.
Yes.
And the option to have,
we farm in either way it go.
I guess the next thing is just like the recipes too, because nobody knows how to do shit. I mean, me included. I retaught myself how to cook a couple years ago, and it's just down to making a biscuit. Stuff that everybody knew, and then somehow one generation we lost it, and it's just like getting it back.
Yeah,
definitely.
Sometimes we, are stuck on them old school items that we used to cook. I'm cool with it, but at least we do know how to cook some things. But these new ones, these new children, oh man, can you imagine? Everything's in the air fryer, microwave,
or DoorDash.
Yeah, I was just about to say
DoorDash,
yeah.
DoorDash,
like
it's that slop.
Yeah,
it's that, man.
And my granddaughter have more packages coming to the house than me. DoorDash. Oh, I'm not eating that today.
What?
You can have it. Yeah, that's all.
Hold it, bro.
And then she'll have something pull up. But she could do that. I'm proud of her.
That's what they do.
And it's like, it's good, but learn, like, my big thing, I remember I learned how to make it was Catalina dressing from scratch, and it blew my mind because I thought that could just be. I thought that had to get made in a fucking factory somewhere, and then suddenly I'm like, wait, hold up, man, it's just these ingredients, and I can make anything.
Cornbread,
And it was like,
flour and meal.
It's like it's like you start reverse engineering. And you start eating things, and now you're understanding what you're eating. Like the world ceases to be such a mystery, and I think that's the real beauty in learn how to grow, learning how to prepare what you grow.
Yeah,
and it's just step by step, but we have to baby step ourselves.
And that brain fog we be having start clearing up,
bro.
Because we are what we eat.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
That brain fog start clearing up, man.
Yeah, and then when you go out to eat, you get pissed because you're like, this is fucking poison.
Yeah, definitely.
Think about like, especially in like a working class or a poorer area. Think about when you go to a gas station. I'm always seeing somebody walk with a walker now. I'm seeing people with walkers. Motherfuckers can't move anymore.
And you know, we're in the community every day and seeing it. You know, just
that wasn't like that. That wasn't like that.
No.
What, 20 years ago?
Yeah.
No, things were different. You know, 20 years ago.
Way different. Yeah.
Even like jail food seems to be worse now, man. I see people used to come out like, now they're coming out fucking bloated and shit. Like, what's going on, man?
I could definitely tell you that's part of taking out weights, right? They don't let you work out so much, right?
Really,
You like to keep you more contained now.
Wow.
Because they say again, you getting too strong and healthy.
They don't want they
Honestly,
they want to keep you sick, bro.
Controlled it's a controlled environment.
Listen, bro, it's
They're applying the same shit to the whole public now that they got it.
Yeah, and seeing this shit from all them perspectives, brother.
Yeah,
Got us into organic farming.
That's
so
beautiful.
you could definitely catch us over at Pingree Farm, man.
Yeah.
Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday.
Awesome.
Yes,
Thanks,
Thanks,
guys.
thanks for having us. We
Thanks
appreciate
for
it.
having us.
Pleasure.
It was definitely good meeting you today,
God
man.
bless you.
Tell Selena we had a great time.
Awesome.
Yeah.